Hi everyone, today we're going to do a walkthrough of the Mark III TC Cortina. This is the rebuild from the first video. We did a brief look over it. Since then there's a few things changed. I've got a new shed here to house individual parts, although I must say everything at the moment is quite tight. But we're going to go through a walkthrough of the entire car now, just to document for prosperity purposes. So for the first part that we do have here is this nice bright blue bonnet now. So this is the 6-cylinder bonnet. You can see the bump in the center there, which just makes it look great. It's a 4-cylinder body, but we'll be putting on the 6-cylinder bonnet just for detail. So I've taken a look at it since I've had it. I've had this car for quite a few years now, and since I've had it, I've got a bit of surface rust on the undercoat since we first sort of tried to save this bonnet. It was looking a little bit rough, and as you can see, someone's decided to put some bonnet pins just in at some stage, so we might have to look about pulling that body filler out and welding that up, but we'll decide what we do with that. Since then I've just got a can pressure pack, because I don't have the tools at the moment, to cover it over, sanded it back and covered it over just to save it until I do get around to it. Would highly not recommend using pressure pack cans. They're just bloody useless. As you can see, spots and things all through that. So as a part of this process, getting a decent spray kit and maybe building a booth might be on the cards. Long running project, this one. So here is the body itself, or more than the body, it's a rolling shell. More than a rolling shell, I should say. It's got an engine and everything in it. I've been just having trouble with this door. So as I said, it's a tight fit. I don't have much room for it, but we'll go through and see what we can see. So across the back here we've got the bumper off. As you can see, there's quite a few pieces of cancer throughout. That's been at one stage tried to be touched up, and it may have saved it and a little bit of life, but all in all it's going to have a bit of work cut out for us. So there's quite a few videos there. Bumpers in the boot. This is the Cortina L, or the base series Cortina for luxury. We'll go take a look at the tags later to see what type of engine we've actually got in it too. So all pieces though are intact, and only just a bit of cancer coming through on the boot and things like that, but that's savable. That's not too bad. We'll grind that out and we'll patch them up, and we'll get those back. There'll be another session too. A little bit more along the top there. Long time ago I bought some moulded car carpet that's been sitting in storage for quite a while, and it's looking a bit worse for wear, but I don't know, vacuum up and it might come up all right. If not, we may have to buy another one. That's not too hard to get in the market these days, but all of the fiddly bits like door handles and opening mechanisms and this type of stuff is just impossible. You'll pay a fortune for it if you do find it. Some sill rubbers missing in here too, which just little things like that are really tricky to find, but yeah, we'll do it. Some more cancer on the side here, and I'm not looking forward to this one because I think he's fairly substantial, so that might be a trick. The interior, or what we have of it, there's quite a few bits and pieces to do in here, but obviously the carpet's missing. All the parts are there. We're going to do a bit of a dash redo, because that, I don't know what you call that, maybe a volcano in the middle of the dash there is not going to cut it. I'll have to look at fixing that one up, but otherwise the hood lining's in good repair. A little bit saggy on one side, but not too bad. And the back seat's been covered up, thankfully, which I'm going to pull that off later. We'll do a reveal to see how it's fared over 15 years of having that seat cover on it, whether or not it looks more like that or more like that. We'll see how we go. 4-speed manual shift, so it's ideal. And over to the engine bay. which is what I'm currently up to, and where I might leave you for now, because we're going to do a bit of vacuuming up and getting all the shit out of it. It's had quite a bit of spiders and leaves and all sorts of stuff underneath this bonnet over the years because of dust and stuff that's been stored in there. So we're going to vacuum it all out and get it into a reasonable state that we can work on it. Alright, I'll leave you there. And this is the again, this is the Ford Cortina TC. I think he's a 72 model rebuild.